Welcome to creating a prompt definition. Prompt definitions enable developers to harness large language models within their applications, dynamically incorporating inputs through logic blocks. In this video, we'll explain how prompt definitions return structured data based on a prompt, using data from your applications, information from external systems, and record-level attachments, and create a prompt definition that extracts data from a Gantt chart and updates project and task data in an application. To begin, let's look at a prompt definition called ref extract project and task information. We'll walk through how it was created in the next part of this video. This prompt definition uses a vision model to review a Gantt chart and extract key project details. A vision model is a type of LLM that can interpret both text and images. Other LLMs can scrape the text from a PDF, but we need to use a vision model to extract data from a Gantt chart. Here's the Gantt chart the prompt will analyze. It provides a timeline view of the project. Each bar represents a task and shows the task name, its start date, end date, and duration. The prompt definition will visually analyze this chart to extract project details. In other words, the model visually analyzes the PNG file to identify the key fields needed to automatically create or modify records in the system. Using natural language-based instructions, the LLM can understand what information it is looking for and where it is found in the document. Now that we understand our use case, let's walk through how to set up this prompt definition to extract data from a Gantt chart. From the Intelligence homepage of Developer Studio, select Create New Model Definition. Under Types, select Prompt Definition. Under Details, add a name. Select a data source. The fields from this data source will be available as input fields for your prompt. Select the product family and module. Add a description. And select Continue. Choose a model. Because we're extracting data from a document, we'll need a vision-capable model. Vision models currently support a single attachment in PNG, JPG, JPEG, WebP, or PDF format. The system prompt sets the LLM's overarching role. In this example, we will add context, instructions, and constraints and guidelines. Please note that these are sample sections. They should be adjusted, expanded upon, or reduced based on your use case. We will be using Markdown syntax, adding a hashtag symbol to indicate a new heading for each section. Context. You are a helpful project management administrator. You are going to receive a Gantt chart outlining a single project and many tasks. Instructions. Review the Gantt and return all requested information. Constraints and guidelines. Only return values for information that is clearly present in the document. When uncertain, you should not return a value for any field. Return all requested contents from the document and do not stop processing until the entire document has been reviewed. LLMs have a strong understanding of coding languages like JSON, HTML, and Markdown. Using Markdown syntax in your prompts can help the model better interpret the text block you provide. The user prompt specifies the task for each run. We'll add the user prompt after setting up input definitions below. The General Configuration page allows you to specify the data tables for your inputs and outputs. This will control the list of selectable fields. By default, the inputs available to use in your prompt are derived from the data source you select when creating the prompt definition. In this case, it's the RefTask Definitions table. Select RefTask Definitions as the output table. Next, select the Input Definitions page. This is where we specify the data the LLM will receive. In this example, we only need one input, the Gantt chart attached to the record. Select Add Input Definitions. Search for and select Attachment Group ID. Attachment Group ID uses the attachment that is sent to the prompt from the logic block. Please note that prompt definitions can only process attachments if the records they run on have a single attachment. Additionally, the record must be saved prior to processing for the LLM to access the attachment. With the input definitions set, we can add the user prompt. This dynamic prompt tells the model which data to use each time the model runs. To dynamically interpolate field values, use Merge Text Template syntax and specify the field name. In this case, the field name is Attachment Group ID. So enter $, curly bracket, Attachment Group ID, curly bracket. Learn more about Merge Text Template syntax in Next World Help. Next, select the Output Definitions page. Here we inform the LLM which fields should be returned from its response. Select Add Output Definition. We'll add the following fields and their descriptions. The description helps the model identify and format the field. For this demonstration, we've requested the following 5 data fields. For example, Ref Plan Start Date. This is the start date associated with the entire project. This is the first date any work in the Gantt will begin. To return multiple project tasks, a one-to-many relationship, we'll use subtables. Subtables let the model return multiple records from a single source document. In this example, the subtable will produce a list of task records that become child tasks under the main project. This same approach works for any header detail scenario, such as extracting invoice line items from a single uploaded invoice. Select Add Output Definition and add the following fields, subtable fields, and descriptions. The field is the subtable data item, and the subtable field is the specific field within that subtable that you want to populate. For example, RefTask Definitions Task Sub, RefTask Name, the name of the task that must be performed. Please note that clear and concise descriptions significantly improve the model's accuracy. To view a complete field definition that the model will use, select the Row Action menu and select Show Full Output Description. This completes the prompt definition setup. Select Save and Exit. In the next video, we'll explain how to connect this prompt definition to a logic block which will trigger our prompt, return it with a project plan, and use its structured output to automatically create records. Thank you for watching Creating a Prompt Definition. In this video, we explained how prompt definitions return structured data based on a prompt, using data from your applications, information from external systems, and record-level attachments, and created a prompt definition that extracts data from a Gantt chart and updates project and task data in an application. To learn more about prompt definitions, please refer to Next World Help.